James Earl Jones is an American actor whose career has spanned over 60 years. Known as one of the most distinguished and versatile actors in American history, his introduction to the stage began at the now historic Ramsdell Theater in Manistee, Michigan, after graduating from the University of Michigan School of Music, Theater, and Dance. My name is David Tucker. I will portray James Earl Jones as he was over 40 years ago after receiving critical acclaim for his lead role in the film and Broadway rendition of The Great White Hope. He's visiting the place where his career was launched, and he's waxing nostalgically to an old friend, the theater itself. Oh, the good old Ramsdale. Wow, it's so good to see you, old friend. It's been a while. It's good to be back. It's amazing you haven't changed one bit since the last time I was here. I mean, it makes me think about the early days, makes my mind wander back. You remember, old friend, you remember when I was a stage carpenter? I know you do. Way back in 1953, when everybody called me Todd Jones back then. Oh, there was no James Earl to speak of back then. But you know, the funny thing is that it really didn't matter, because you had already found me out, didn't you, you sneaky, slick old son of a gun? You knew that all I really wanted to do was storm that stage right over there and play Shakespeare. And I bet that's why in 1956 you really put me to the test and let me play Othello here in this very room. And then a year later, I was on Broadway and on my way to winning a Tony. I mean, never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined such a thing being able to happen. I mean, did you? Maybe you did. I mean, honestly, who would have imagined a country boy from Alabama coming here to Manistee to find you, and then go on and do all those things years later after eventually becoming nominated for Best Actor in a Film? Not me. I mean, we're talking about a scared, shy little boy with a stutter. A boy who could barely talk at all. Well, all I'm really trying to say is that none of this would be possible without your inspiration and without the belief that you instilled in me along with the others here. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. I always want to thank you for that. Goodbye, old friend. Since his Broadway debut in 1957, Jones has won many awards, including 3 Emmys, a Tony, a Golden Globe for his stage performance in The Great White Hope, and he always garnered an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor in the film version of the same. He became famously known for the voice behind the mask as Darth Vader in Star Wars and as Mufasa in The Lion King. Well into his 80s, James Earl Jones is still storming the stage and still inspiring. And I thank him for his inspiration.